Welcome back to On to Football. Today's review is going to be on the Cutters Gamer gloves, the X650 gloves. These are the update of the old Gamer gloves that they had, and these gloves are much better. So I unboxed these a couple weeks ago, gave you guys my initial impression, and I'll go through the detailed review, of course, going over the fit, the grip, the ball feel, the ventilation, and the durability. So without further ado, let's get into the review. Let's start off this review by going over some of the things that they talk about on the packaging. I did this in the unboxing for you guys, but I just want to give you a quick read here so you don't have to go back to that video. It's got the perforated C-Tech on the palm. I'm going to talk about that. Low profile flexible padding. That's an update from the older Gamer gloves. C-Tech performance grip that continuously restores by wiping with a damp cloth. That's like all Cutters gloves. And then of course performs in all weather conditions, and a note on that. So that's kind of what they talk about. Durable, all-purpose glove, lightweight, flexible padding, blah, 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 same thing. So with these gloves, we'll take a look. It's in, the Cutters two-tone. I don't think they have any solids except for white on this. So you can check out the different styles that they have. But these are the white and black colorway. Looking at these are the closest glove that you guys are going to be familiar with of how this feels is going to be the Nike Superbads. So this is their version of a padded receiver glove. It can be used for all positions. When you're looking at this glove, some of the details on it, it's got the perforated palm. That's kind of unique to Cutters. Under Armour does it as well. I haven't really seen Adidas or Nike do it, but there are perforations in this palm to add some ventilation and breathability to the glove. On the back, you've got perforations here, right on the back of the hand. Didn't really seem that those help too much. You also have them on the fingertips. And then the back of the hand is like a neoprene, so it stretches, as you can see. So it form fits to your hand, as well as it has a low profile padding all through the fingertips, the back of the hand as well. And then even here, this is a nice addition. So you can see that this asymmetric cut on the wrist. And what that does is it protects this bone on your wrist. So it actually adds some padding. If you look at my wrist right here, you have this bone right here. So it protects that part of your wrist without adding any restriction because of the asymmetric cut. So you can still move your wrist and have protection on this bone right here. So that's kind of the overview of the glove. Now I'm going to get into the fit. Just like most Cutters gloves, these have a great, excellent fit. I wear a size extra large in most gloves. These are an extra large, and they fit perfectly. So my fingertips go all the way to the ends. I don't get any material bunching when I open and close my hand, whether the glove is unstrapped or whether it's strapped. So on fit, these were excellent. Gave them a 9 out of 10. Also, like a true Cutters glove, these are going to have the C-Tech, which I talked about already many times in this video, but it's going to have that same grip. It's very, very good in the dry, like all Cutters gloves. You can actually wash these gloves and it restores the grip. So these gloves last a long time, but the grip is really good in the dry, not so much in the wet. When Cutters gloves are wet or dusty, they actually lose a lot of the grip. So that's why you want to keep a towel on hand. It's a little damp, be able to wipe your Cutters gloves on it. But when these are dry, excellent grip. Got a 9 out of 10 for grip as well. Next up is ball feel. So my favorite Cutters gloves of all time are the Rev Pro 3D, which I have a pair. These have, excellent grip, and excellent ball feel. So I use that in comparison with this glove. This is the ultimate flexible glove here. Check out that review. This is the Rev Pro 3D. So comparing it to that, this still had great ball feel especially for a padded glove. It's going to be a little thicker on the back of hand, but they kept the dexterity in the fingertips and on the palm like most of their gloves. So ball feel, it's still got an 8 out of 10. With this being a thicker glove, I think some of the ventilation was sacrificed. Although there is perforations all on the palm, the back of hand, you even have these mesh inserts on all the sides of the fingers that really allow some air to flow through. But it does get a little stuffy. You have a little ventilation here, but it's still padded on the glove. Did make it hard to breathe. Your hands are going to get hot and sweaty, so I did give this a 6 out of 10 for ventilation. Finally is the durability of the glove. Just like Cutters gloves, like I said, you can put these in the washing machine and it restores the grip. So that part is probably one of the most durable things about Cutters gloves is going to be the palm of the hand. But switching to the back of the hand, this durability, why I had to take it down a little bit is just mostly on this part of the fabric. On a white glove, you can see I use these only on turf, and or maybe you can't see it, but These already started to get a little bit dirty. So you know, your gloves, if they're in white or lighter color, they are going to get dirty quick. That's different than some of the other gloves from other brands in white. But because of the pads actually stick up, and they're not exactly smooth with the rest of the glove, you are going to have little bumps here where dirt is going to collect. So all on the back of the hand on the white, like it's going to get dirty quick. You might have to wash them more frequently. So durability, I gave these an 8.5 out of 10. That's still high, but if it was a different color for black, like black for example, these might have gotten a higher rating. So Cutters is helping me out by giving away a pair of these gloves to one lucky subscriber. Look down below in the video on exactly what you need to do. There's not too many steps for you to be entering the contest to win a pair of Cutters gamer gloves. So if you like my video, remember to give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.